What is that? No, we can't. Oh my god. Why is this doing this? This car. Stop. Let me put my seat. Okay. Hello, Robin. I'm eating an ice pop because I need to soothe. My tooth has been bothering me. It's been like growing in crooked, like out of alignment, and I have to either get it pulled out or get some damn Invisalign. This is my wisdom tooth, I think, so they're probably just gonna take it out. Because it's growing in all the way in the back. The whole fruit pops. Oh god. Oh no. Oh shoot. All right, never do that again. Anyway, yes, I'm eating a frost pop on Alive. It's watermelon. It's really helping my tooth in the back. Soothing. Anyway, so yeah, we are, first of all, in the first part of this, I said part one only because I know that I'm not going to get everything, because I'm literally on my way to work, so I'm only really going to be able to be on live for maybe about a half hour, and it's going to take me at least an hour to debunk everything, to really unpack everything. And then the second part, I'm going to be talking about, like, I'm going to be continuing on and then talking about something else. Anyway, so, first of all, happy Saturday to everyone. I know that's, like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of, I mean, we really haven't been able to enjoy a lot of the time. Like, 2020 is already a shit show. I mean, major celebrity deaths. And deaths, period. We got, you know, this coronavirus pandemic going on. And it seems like there are some people out here who really just are kind of choosing to stay ignorant about it. It's happening, y'all. And if you're not vigilant, you could easily be exposed to it too. And the thing is that it's one of those things that creeps up on you. It's scary. It's really scary. That's a nice Malibu. That's really scary because, you know, it can literally creep up on you, and you won't even know that you have it, because it takes like, it can take up to 2 weeks for you to show any symptoms. So it's crazy. I'm glad though at my workplace, like, we wear like masks and stuff, and cover our bodies up. So it's a lot harder for me to actually be exposed to anything at work. Although obviously if somebody comes to work sick, there is a chance that I could get infected as well. But, you know, Lord be willing. But it's really sad. Other things that have been sad, this past week we lost an up and coming rapper, Pop Smoke, which last year I was going on and on and on about how much I liked the song Welcome to the Party. You know, that was actually one of my favorite songs of 2019. You know, I didn't do a list for top songs of 2019, but that was definitely on the top 10 list. Like, I can't, like, deny, like, the song was lit. I liked it. And he had this kind of way about him. A lot of other people use the same style, no less, obviously. Like, I mean, it's bound to happen. Some people share the same producer. Some people draw inspiration from some of the same, like, places, people. So there was just something about his voice. It was very distinct, very distinctive. You always knew it was Pop Smoke on a track. Well, he was on his way, you know. Got Nicki Minaj on the remix, which introduced him to some of her fans that probably didn't know him. And regardless of what you think about Nicki Minaj, she has weight in this industry. So, this is so good. You're gonna hear a bunch of smacking and sucking, and I just hope that people are not taking this the wrong way. It's making my nose run. I'm literally like going like to the back of my mouth because that's where like my tooth is bothering me, and so I'm like kind of using this as like a makeshift ice pack. To soothe it. But my condolences to his loved ones, because that literally like they weren't able to revive him, unfortunately, you know. What I find interesting though, and what I find a little bit like just irritating, every single time, not every single time, but a lot of times, especially in the last like year, every time there's been like a celebrity that's had like something really bad happen to them, whether it be like, you know, something domestic or something where they get, you know, unfortunately like killed or they die. Why is it that TMZ is one of the first people to break the story all the time? Because, you know, people, a lot of their leads that they get are from like everyday people, not even paparazzi. And I was really kind of irritated by the way that they just had like somebody recording outside of the house when they were bringing him out and stuff. That irritated me a little bit, because I'm just like, wow, that's a little bit disrespectful. So the first thing that you're thinking of is to take out your camera and start recording them. Interesting. To me, that's like people who take pictures of dead people in caskets during their funerals. I don't like that either. My mom and I had a discussion over that, because she actually did that one time. I was like, Mom, that is a little disrespectful. Like, are you gonna post it to social media? No. Not everything is for social media. Also, be very careful about who you keep close to you, because this is allegedly an inside job, and I believe that it is too. Because apparently somebody made that one call where he was. Make that make sense. I really, honestly, I'm sorry that I'm like going to town on this, but I'm trying to do this before it melts, because it's warm in my car and it's melting this thing really fast. Oh my God, why are you slowing down like that? God, it's like a small curve. It's not even that sharp. Now you want to speed up. But yeah, the thing is, it's like a lot of especially rappers, I mean people in general, especially when they come from the hood, I understand that you want to make sure that, please stop. It's coming out. That's so wrong. Oh, anyway, I understand that. On a serious note, like seriously, I understand that a lot of us want to be sure that we don't forget where we come from, because you know, Pop is from Brooklyn. You know, he's another one of the hood niggas. Fine, but at some point, when you get to a certain level of success, it sounds bad. It sounds like judgmental, but you may want to start distancing yourself from certain people. Because I guarantee you, some of the people that have, you know, you've known for a long time, some of those people may not have the best intentions for you. Some of them might just be using you for the clout, because they know that they know that you're like close friends of yours and they can use your name. And some people are jealous as hell and want what you have, to the point where they honestly don't even care about your well-being anymore. It's sad, but look at what's happened to like a bunch of people like that. Oh my God. That is so good, but it's so cold. My teeth are chilling right now. Hold on. Right. So, that being said, be careful about who you keep close to you. Just be very careful. And when people get close enough to you, they think that they can just kind of, they get comfortable. You know, that's the thing. They get very comfortable. And you just have to be very careful. What's this iced tea? I want water. Do I have water? Yep, I do. Oh, it's slightly frozen. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't do that. I don't like frozen water. But you just have to be very careful about who you choose to keep close to you, because not everybody has the best intentions for you. And you gotta kind of like... Okay, we're back. I'm sorry, I got a phone call. I can't stand, like, every single time I get on live on my phone, it's always like somebody calling. Irritating. But yes, I really do think that like there's some inside stuff going on. Somebody really set him up. Like, I believe that everybody else is saying, because it does, a lot of things are not really connecting to me. It was just some random guys at, you know, how did they know where he was? Because that wasn't his house, you know? And then somebody was saying like, oh, he was like he was like, you know, flexing stuff on social media. Okay, but what does that have to do with anything? You know, somebody who had, you know, like next to nothing and came up on a roller coaster of a year. Like 2019 was like the year his first single came out and the year that he blew up all at the same time. Well, maybe it wasn't his first single, but it was definitely like his first album. And that's the thing about it. Like, it shouldn't matter how much you floss, how much you flex on Instagram or on social media. It doesn't give anybody the right to like show up to your house. You know, the same thing happened to Kim which I still don't really feel bad, but that whole situation was a mess anyway. But when it comes down to it, I feel like they didn't know, like nobody really knew where he was. Like, no, only the people who were very close to him really knew where he was and could have told someone to go down there and get him. That's the only thing. Like, and maybe, I don't know. I don't want to talk too heavily about it because it's still fresh in people's minds, and I know the family is still grieving, like his family and loved ones are still grieving. So I'm not going to sit up here and do too much of the conspiracy thing because it would be a little disrespectful. But I will come back a little bit later and talk more about that and talk more about this whole culture of this Lex culture, and also the people that you choose to keep close to you. Not every single person that you call your friend is really your friend. I'm just gonna say that like that. I've had multiple people who have shown me their true colors and turned their backs on me when things, like, when it didn't even necessarily call for it. And it's kind of messed up, but it is what it is. But you kind of just take it one day at a time, move on, do your, handle your business, and eventually things will fall into place. Anyway. Oh, yeah, no, that's exactly what I was saying before, Simone. That's exactly what I was saying right before you got on. I was saying that it's interesting how TMZ, and this is probably the last thing I'll say, it's interesting how TMZ over the last several months, every single time there's a celebrity death or something major happens, how is it that TMZ drops this story before even the family even knows about it? Family and friends and people who are close to them, how is it? Because some of his loved ones didn't find out about this until TMZ dropped the story. I said, what the hell is this? Family should be the first people to know. Family and friends should be the first people to know. Not even all of Kobe's family knew about the crash before it happened, before news outlets and blogs dropped the story. That's ridiculous in my opinion. And I feel like, being so quick to try and drop a story for the clicks and the likes and the favorites and stuff, I feel like that has gotten in the way of humanity and authenticity. Why in the world are we trying so hard to, if anything, if you find out, if you have inside contacts or whatever, and people who are close to these people who can tell you stuff, I would wait. It's not about getting the story out first. It's about getting all of the facts together. And also, if it's something that involves a death, I feel like you should wait a minute and allow the family a little bit of time, or at least get into contact with the family. I mean, you're TMZ. You have contacts. You have all these inside contacts to be able to drop a story about somebody's death. How about you use those same contacts to contact the family and let them know about the situation, and then ask them whether or not they're okay with you running the story. I mean, we've gotten to the point where we don't even think about things like that before we decide to do whatever we want to do just so that we can get paid. I'm just like, yeah, I know you guys are doing a job, but when it comes to things like that, there's a point in time where your humanity has to kick in and be like, okay, let me take a step back. Let me take a step out of my job and look at the situation for what it really is. And it's a heartbreaking, very, very sad, very tragic situation. I feel like that too. Because it really, honestly, it's weird. It's so weird. Because I feel like there is some idiot in there, some idiot, nurse, or some idiot technician in there that probably saw, oh my God, it's Pop Smoke. Oh my God, let me get on the phone. Let me tell everybody. No. When you go, no. That's just we're not gonna make it to the next topic of Dwayne Wade, so I'm probably gonna have to talk about that later. But this is just something that I came across recently. Oh shoot! And I think a couple of people have already reported it on YouTube, including Camille's Corner. I didn't watch her video yet, but she was. I think she did. She did state it because it was in the title. Like apparently, there is this. Oh my God! There is this security guard who is suing Cardi B for assault. Mind you, she's a security guard at a doctor's office. Cardi B was like a few months pregnant at this time. And so first of all, what is she doing? She was pregnant. Number two, apparently homegirl was trying to get, like, you know, she was being a fan. It's police. It was a fan, and she was fanning out. Okay, she wanted, like, she was trying to take pictures, trying to take video or whatever, you know what fans do when they see their fave, whatever. But Cardi did not want to be filmed because she was pregnant at the time, and she hadn't revealed to, you know, she wasn't ready to reveal it to the world that she was pregnant. But, you know, you go to the doctor's office, and that's supposed to be the one place you can go to where you know your stuff is going to be safe, that everything is going to be kept confidential, you know? But when you have stupid idiots like this bitch who comes out here and thinks that, you know, you're just some type of object to be idolized or something. I don't know what she was doing. All I know is that they got into it, and now she's out here trying to sue Cardi B. Mind you, Cardi B was pregnant back in 2018. So this happened about 2 years ago. Like, Culture is already almost 2 years old. If not, I can't remember exactly when she was born. But that baby has been out here. Okay? So the fact that this bitch trying to come out, the fact that this bitch is trying to come out here nearly 2 years later is bullshit. Like, are you serious? No, I'm not Hufflepuff. Don't try me. I am a healthy and intelligent Ravenclaw. The whole lawsuit is just for clout. Yeah, no, I know. Most of these people come out here and just do everything for clout. Like, a lot of these people, when they come into contact with celebrities, they don't know how to act. And sometimes the celebrity be in on it too. Notice, it's interesting. It's actually interesting. And it's something that I just kind of picked up on. Notice how nobody was really talking about Cardi B like that. Like, people talk about her, but not on the level of, like, she hasn't been in the blogs like that lately. Not for anything major. I'm thinking, I don't know. My tin hat is always kind of on in situations like these, because I be giving everybody side eye. Like, nobody is safe. No one is safe, because I be looking at this person, that person. I be like, okay, okay, all right. Nobody's really been talking about Cardi, like, heavily like that, not for anything major lately. And so I'm just like, okay, so all of a sudden now we're talking about this situation. This is not even really news to me. Neither is Star Brim going to prison, allegedly serving time in prison for the alleged assault. I have to say alleged, honestly, because I really didn't keep up with that story enough to be able to say that this and this was fact. But what I will say is, everybody kind of looks fishy at this point. Nobody, no. But enough of that. So yeah, I'm gonna end my live stream. This is part 1. There's gonna be a part 2, probably when I leave work tonight, or maybe during my break. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Probably during my break, because it'll be a little bit late after I get off, and I'm trying to do some ratchet shit tonight. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be ratchet. So you'll probably see me in a few hours, maybe around 5-6 o'clock. You'll see me on here again, and I'll be eating again. Okay. But yes, so that is gonna be it for this video. Let me know, again, be very careful about who you choose, especially when you're on the come up. Be very careful about who you choose to keep around you, who you choose to stick around, and also just be careful in general. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. Not everybody is for you. They'll act like it because you're on the come up, so you can get them into places that they probably weren't able to get before, and they have like newfound like indirect fame, or whatever you want to call it, or they're just like kind of out to get you because of envy. And that's the thing, like, jealousy is something that is very natural for human beings. It's natural to look at somebody else's life and be like, wow, okay, I wish I had that. But it's another thing to wish ill on them and to like literally want to take their lives because they have something that you want. How about we start doing things that we love to do and making a career out of it, and possibly making money off it? How about we work on our own crafts rather than yearning for somebody else and what they have? Let's work on what we have. How about that? Anyway, like I said, that's gonna be it. I will see you guys in a few hours, all right, for part 2. And in part 2 we're gonna be talking about Dwayne Wade, so be ready because we're gonna hit some heavy stuff. It's gonna run into part 2 of my Gays Aren't Accessories video, because I mean it's probably, you can call it like maybe a spin-off of that, because in that video I said there was going to be a part 2, but part 2 was going to be focusing in on something completely different. I mean, not completely different, but it's going to be focusing in on something that is not related to celebrities, not really anyway. But yeah, so again, I will see you guys later. All right, bye.